Administrator. The primary is May 22nd, 2018. The forums are provided as a public service and have been since 1996 for the community to help do the best possible job of electing our candidates to office. I'm Dave Weller, your moderator this evening, and I'd like to thank the sponsors, the Frankfurt Plant Board, the Frankfurt State Journal, and the other folks that are involved this evening, and especially the chamber staff. In the first forum, what we have is statements. Each candidate is going to be given 2 minutes to make a statement about the office to which they aspire, any positive, I'm going in and out. Is that me or? Okay, excuse me. They're going to make statements about the office to which they aspire to hold, their qualifications, and why you should vote for them. The candidates selected pills from a pill a little earlier and has selected their positions. And so our first candidate that will make a statement this evening is, Kellie, are you first? No, who's first? The other side. The first candidate to make a statement is Eddie Sayre. Eddie?
About that implosion, everyone. I'm not talking about the one I might do up here, but the one that we had a couple of months ago. My name is Eddie Sayre. I'm a native Frankfortian. Grew up in Crestwood. I'm a child of Crestwood subdivision, where all the girls are good looking and all the guys were mischievous as hell. We had some other good influences on us though over there. Growing up in the 50s and 60s, it was like a Leave It to Beaver scene, I guess you would say. I recall even having a milkman, something that's probably unheard of now. Maybe it'll make a comeback. Everything old is new again, I suppose. But the milkman rolling down the street bright and early in the morning when I'm getting ready to go out and deliver my courier journals, which I did from the time I was 8 years old until I was 16. I seek the office of Property Valuation Administrator because I prepared for this for all of my professional career, 42 years more or less in public administration, where I was a chief economist, the research and IT manager, and finally the Secretary of Labor's hearing officer and authorized agent. I have 3 goals for or 3 main priorities, I should say, in my administration: total transparency in government, excellent public service, excellent customer service, and enhancements to our online information system, which we currently have, but I don't believe it's been tweaked since its inception way back when, 2000 or whatever. You can't stand still in a dynamic information age when you're using technology from yesteryear. Thank you.
Thank you, Eddie. Appreciate it. The next candidate with statement is Tom Gatewood. Tom, if you will, please.
Thank you, Dave. Good to see everybody this afternoon. I'm Tom Gatewood. I am your Franklin County Property Valuation Administrator. I have been in the position for approximately 1 year. I'd like to tell you that I have saved you, the taxpayer, and me, the taxpayer, over $27,000 by not filling an unneeded position and tweaking other items in the office. We're in the process of upgrading all of the files. We're going digital, and I'd like to announce as of May the 1st, we will be using the Q Public program, which the appraisers and realtors are familiar with. They use it in Lexington, Scott County, and I will be opening it up later in the year to the general public. Besides that, I'm a Frankfurt native, as Eddie is. I grew up in Frankfurt, went to Good Shepherd School, Franklin County High School, have an undergraduate degree from Kentucky State University, and a master's degree from Kentucky State University. My wife and I have been married for 47 years, Dorothy, and we've had a business in Frankfort for over 40 years. I know most of the areas of Frankfort. I know the farms in Frankfort. I know the commercial property in Frankfort. And I'd like to keep saving you, the taxpayer, money. So I humbly ask for your vote on May the 22nd. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Our next statement will be by Jim Sewell. Jim?
Thank you and welcome this afternoon. I am Jim Sewell. I'm a candidate for the PVA office. I came to Frankfort just as a young man, fresh out of Center College, and for the first time in my life, I set up my own household, and I'm still here. I love this community. I love Frankfort, and it has been my home for many, many years. Eventually, I established my own business, a real estate company, and over the years, I've been either sole owner or part owner of 3 real estate offices in Frankfort. I've evaluated properties of all different kinds over the years, and might even have been in some of y'all's living rooms at one time or another. I understand if I am elected to this office that I will be a public servant, and it is my intention to be exactly that, and a conscientious servant for the people of Frankfort and Franklin County. I believe that the people of Frankfort, Franklin County are entitled to fair, equitable, and professional evaluations of their property. And I promise to you to give you just that. I would appreciate your vote on May 22nd, and I thank you for the opportunity to be here.
Thank you, Jim. Our final statement of the evening for property valuation administrator, it's easier for me to think than say, is Kellie. Kellie, you have the floor.
Thank you. Thank you all for inviting me to the forum tonight. It is obvious that I'm the only female in this race. It may be obvious that I'm the youngest candidate in this race. But what may not be obvious is that I am the most experienced in this race. I have the energy and the enthusiasm for this job. What might be obvious is that someone that has the youngest person in a race and has the most experience would make a wonderful PVA. I began my property valuation in '94 at an entry level at the Campbell County PVA office. I ended up being the chief deputy there. Campbell County is the 8th largest county in this state. In 2003, I began working in the Franklin County PVA office. While I was there, I was selected upon the Deputy of the Year award for the whole state of Kentucky out of 700 candidates. In 2008, I began as a supervisor over the Department of Revenue and Property Valuation. I was over the motor vehicle section, which had 5 million vehicles that are in this state. I also gained my senior Kentucky assessor's designation there. I was once again awarded the Property Valuation Department of Revenue Award for the whole year for the state. My last job at Revenue was as the Director of State Valuation. As the Director of State Valuation, I was responsible for assessing real and personal property. I also had the privilege of training many of our current PVAs throughout the state. I know the office. I know the PVA office. I know it backwards and I know it forward. I can honestly say that I can hit the ground running on day one. I will bring excellent customer service, the needed technology improvements to this office. I would appreciate your vote on May 22nd. Thank you.
I want to thank all the candidates for PVA for being here tonight. Wish you the best of luck in the upcoming primary on May 22nd. I would remind the audience that there'll be live coverage on cable 10 that evening, so you can see the results as they're coming in. And they have interviews with the candidates. They share the results. It's a great opportunity to find out what's going on. I would also remind you how important this election year is. With all the things that are going on, this race is no less important than you got the PVA race in the important race in our community. So I hope you will take the time to go out and vote. Thank you to Frederick Planning Board, Frederick Chamber of Commerce, and all of our sponsors, the Capitol Plaza Hotel for hosting us this evening. We want to wish you a good evening. Thanks again.
Thank you.